Good evening and welcome to Justeventoneline Weekend News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Representative warn INEC against withholding corpers insurance claims. Federal government, state ratify new health reform, lower HIV and AIDS testing age to 14. Oyetola makes final diplomatic push for Nigeria's IMO Council seat in London. Minister seeks economic growth. Federal government bans award of honorary doctorate degrees to 7 officials. NARD said fresh conditions to suspend strike. CBN calls for stronger coordination to sustain economic recovery. Now the news in details. The House of Representatives Committee on Electoral Matters has threatened to sanction the Independent National Electoral Commission if it fails to settle outstanding insurance claims owed to National Youth Service Corps members injured or killed while serving as ad hoc staff during elections. The directive followed a presentation on Friday by the NARD leadership, which reviewed the insurance benefits for Corps members affected during the 2023 general elections and yet to be paid despite existing agreements. Represented by the Director of Warfare, Omotade Folanshaw, the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, informed the committee that 3 corps members were shot during the elections, with some now living with permanent disabilities. The federal and state government has approved lowering the age for voluntary HIV and AIDS testing to 14 years, provided that testing strictly follows age-appropriate guidelines and due process. The approval forms part of a broader series of health reforms endorsed by the National Council on Health, as announced by the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. Nigeria has intensified its final round of diplomacy ahead of next week's crucial election into Category C of the International Maritime Organization Council, with the Minister of Maritime and Blue Economy, Oyetola, delivering a persuasive appeal to delegates at a well-attended lunch reception at the IMO headquarters in London. The event, which drew representatives from more than 150 countries, formed a major pillar of Nigeria's last outreach effort before the council election scheduled for Friday, 28 November 2025. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Jumoke Oduwale, has declared the 2025 Nigeria International Trade Fair open with a strong call for deeper collaboration, digital competitiveness, and sustained support for the federal government's economic reforms. Speaking at the Lagos International Trade Fair complex held at Badagry Expressway, Oduwale said the fair was held at a defining moment as the country pushes to stabilize its economy and expand its regional influence. The federal government, through the National Universities Commission, has placed a ban on the award of honorary doctoral degrees to 7 public officials. The commission said the decision followed the alleged misuse of such degrees. The Executive Secretary of NUC, Professor Abdullahi Ribadu, who announced the ban while receiving a report from a committee investigating award and public use. Rabadu said the commission was compelled to act following alarming findings from a nationwide investigation into how honorary degrees are awarded and used. The president of Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, Dr. Mohammed Sulaiman, has disclosed that the National Executive Council of the association has set the conditions required for suspending the ongoing indefinite strike. Sulaiman said NARD has narrowed its demands to 7 priority issues that must be addressed. He said NEC has now streamlined its conditions to 7 key issues that must be resolved immediately for the strike to be suspended. The Central Bank of Nigeria has said stronger coordination between monetary and fiscal authorities is crucial to sustaining the nation's burgeoning economic recovery. The Apex Bank said Nigeria is witnessing clear signs of economic recovery following the implementation of key policy reforms. Speaking at the Finance Correspondent and Business Editors Conference in Lagos, the Deputy Governor for Corporate Services, Emen Osoro, represented by the Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Akama Sidiali, outlined the improvements recorded since 2023. And that will be all on Justeventoneline news at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Representatives won INEC against withholding corpers insurance claims. Federal government, states ratify new health reforms, lower HIV and AIDS testing age to 14. Oyetola makes final diplomatic push for Nigeria's IMO Council seat in London. Minister seeks economic growth. Federal government bans award of honorary doctorate degrees to 7 officials. NARD sets fresh conditions to suspend strike. CBN calls for stronger coordination to sustain economic recovery. Thank you for watching Justeventoneline news. Remember, what is worth doing well. For more news, visit www.justeventoneline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Justeventoneline. You can also send us an email on justeventoneline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Good night.